Now, how do you deal with her reaction to that? Because if you're saying that
you're gonna say I'm giving you 70, but I'll give you 25%. You're gonna be like,
but this is 25% that she came into it not even knowing that she was gonna.
Right. This is already.
Okay.
No. Right. Right. So you're already justifying it.
Right.
What's up, y'all? This is Eve from the Bar Cartel, and we're back with another Cocktail Conversations, bringing happy hour to a home near you. How are y'all doing today?
Yes, we are bringing happy hour home. Cheers to that, Eric.
Cheers to the drink maker once again.
Yeah, so I have an announcement to make.
Okay, what's up?
This is my last week making drinks.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm a Michael Jordan, right? I'm gonna go on retirement for like a few months, and then I'm gonna come back.
So look, my mom has this thing where she thinks that she's Prince, Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan.
I am, and you know
Beyonce.
it. And you know it. No, not B.
Yeah, not B.
But I am definitely like Michael Jordan, like Spawn, Prince, yeah.
I will say she has been a leader in these cocktails.
Yeah, you know when Jordan left and Scottie
Speak on it.
You know when Scottie had to take over the team? This is our Scottie.
Oh, you know I'm not Scottie, so get off. Anyway, let's talk about the drink before I punch you.
What you got?
All right. This is the brandy Crusta, but for anybody who likes a good accent, Crusta.
Crusta. Russian?
Crusta.
Russian.
It's probably a completely wrong way of saying it. All right, so let's talk about what's in it.
Okay.
Cognac.
Hennessy. Shout out to VSOP.
Yep. We got some very fresh squeezed lemon juice, maraschino liqueur, and
Curacao.
Thank you. Orange curacao. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yep. Orange curacao. I find it to be pretty darn fresh. And then I garnished. Eric made the garnish, the little lemon twist.
Nice.
But we got a sugar rimmed glass, which I think really kind of like punches it up.
Did you freestyle that, or is it like it's called?
No, I mean you could do whatever you want, but like on the recipe I specifically made it called for it, and so I just think it makes the drinks look fancier too. So again, like you guys, these drinks are so easy. If you want to make them at home, it doesn't take much. You just have to have a few ingredients and some patience.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so if you guys haven't joined Cocktail Conversations before, what we do is put time on the clock. Today we're gonna go 15 minutes, and we're gonna just literally have a free-for-all about a topic of discussion that we've come up with.
I'll say this. We want you guys to comment. Be in the comments. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you feel about the conversations that we're having.
And if other conversations that you want to hear. I mean, we're going to get into it. We have, 7 other episodes?
We're going to get into it regardless. But we definitely want to hear, because we know that the things that we're talking about, you guys care about too. And we'll be down in the comments with you, so get in it. Awesome. Today, though,
we have my beautiful aunt.
She kind of came up with something fun that I think is going to like open up a plethora of discussion.
Yes.
Are you ready to get into it?
Yes, guys.
Okay,
all
let's
right,
do it.
Listen. So, I actually saw this on one of the social media outlets, and I thought it was actually quite interesting. So, you are on your way down the aisle. Your wedding is tomorrow, but you win the lottery today, 300 mil. Do you get married or not? And is there going to be a prenup? And if so, are you moving forward with that wedding tomorrow regardless? Or are you waiting to make sure lawyers and whatnot are brought to the scenario 24 hours before?
Are you want to start?
Get in it.
So you're ditching the wedding?
It's figure it out.
He's asking clarifying questions so we can get into it.
And it's basically, that is what is on you. It's like, do you ditch the wedding? Do you go to your loved one and say, hey, so this happened? Or are you like, for better or for worse? So I'm going to go ahead and throw it on the table.
Let's do the taxes on that. Talk about it. All right, so who are we going to have start?
All right, we'll have you.
Woo! You made so you know what it is. Your teeth are white. All right. 3, 2, 1, mother.
Woo, listen. Okay, so let's. I love to break things apart. I love breaking things all the way down. I've said that 100 times in these episodes. I watched it. All right. So this really depends on why you get married, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You get married for love. You get married for money. Number 2 is normally money.
Number 2.
And if I got married again, it would be number 2. So we're gonna talk about it from there. Okay. Now, if I won the lottery the day before I was gonna get married, these are the right rules. I'm just clarifying.
You have your dress.
Like I'm at
you with your homegirls at like the bridal shower.
With the dinner. We were at rehearsal dinner.
Yeah.
and then I hear it on the news.
Yeah. You had the alerts on. And your phone dings.
All right, I'm trying to be real talk and not be crazy.
Come on, Tom.
I would. This is real talk. It would 100% depend on how in love with this person I was.
That's not crazy.
What?
That's
The night
crazy.
before?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. That makes sense.
It would, because if I was like, he's cool and we could build a life, we're doing a prenup.
Why are you getting married? See, that's not,
we are postponing,
question.
and I will pay for everybody's travel with my $300 million, or actually minus taxes. What we had 270.
Yeah, 2 something like that.
So I will pay for everybody to come. Well, I will destination fly them out after that prenup signed. But if I'm like head over heels and it's the one and it's meant to be and there's like sparks, I might be like, it's fine, we'll be okay. No, I won't be like that. We doing prenups. Because here's the deal, like once you get married, this is gonna cost so much friction in that relationship. But still, mind you, once you get married, everything you come into the relationship with is half of it's theirs.
That's facts. I mean, that's the dangerous part about. I mean, I've never been married, so I can only imagine how y'all's wedding.
It might
a couple
undo
years
that marriage, though.
2 years
Real
ago.
talk, they might be like, really?
Right.
Really?
That's what I'm saying. Because
But then at the end of the day, it's still not assured. It's not assured that just because you get married, you're gonna make it. So like, you have to be able to cover your debt.
But if you have millions,
You can make it work.
but I'm just saying, like, say you 300 million, 270, then what? 135.
I'm still not
You
trying
split
to get
135, you still have
I'm
135
still
now.
not
Like,
trying
or
to
do you like them enough to give them 135 million dollars? I don't know.
No, I mean, it depends. I mean,
it's tough.
it depends on who you are with. Like, first and foremost, I mean, I wouldn't get married to anybody that I wasn't in love with. So for me, I'm gonna be on the opposite side of the spectrum. I'm like, this wouldn't even.
Second marriage, we'll talk. Okay.
Second. Don't put that on me.
I'm telling you, don't put that.
I rebuke that. But
In Jesus' name.
in Jesus' name, but he said, "Get from behind me, Satan." Like, I'm not taking that on. Like, if I don't see it, and I'm like I heard you. Like if it's somebody that's just like, yeah, you're cool. I'm like, you can be cool. We can be homies. Like, that's still the 300 million I got. I'm gonna go travel. Like, I'll go find a way to be happy by myself with my millions, and I'll be like,
Yeah, but if you're in a relationship, and we all know out here in these streets today, it's hard to come by. If you're in a relationship that is like you love the person, like I really need to talk about that. That's another episode, being in love with someone. But next,
Loving and being in love.
Oh,
loving and being in love.
All right.
Where's the time?
So my point is, if you love that person, like, I mean, and you're coming at it from the love perspective. What does it matter?
I mean, I get it, but I'm like, it is. So, like, being that I wouldn't get married to somebody that I wasn't in love with or feeling like that type of way with, like, I'm going into it, like, I probably wouldn't get the prenuptial agreement because I'm like, that just means that now we have something to go into our marriage with, but as somebody that I would have already kind of done the work with before I add.
But, I mean, okay, so I'm the only, oh no, me and you have been divorced.
Wait,
People are completely different people.
After?
during
Divorce. It becomes a whole, they're not the same person. So you believe like that you're going into it and like you guys have worked it out.
Mm-hmm.
But literally when I tell you it's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, it is a completely different person that you're dealing with. So for me, having been through that experience, I'm coming to it with that, like knowing like I could be sitting here thinking about it in these ways of like, no, they really love me. And the reality is like, it don't matter when it gets to that point. And there are several times in a relationship where it is just going to get to that point. Because you're with them your whole life.
What do you think?
I kind of want you to answer first. I think
No.
Yeah,
You go
no,
first.
I'm the one who put it.
She always answers first.
I always have
She
to.
is.
She
You
got
gotta
the
go.
topic.
Yeah, you're
So-
almost done with your drink. You should be feeling it by now. Let's go.
So I won the lottery. We're about to get married. Do I get married? So I think, to your point, I think it depends on how much I care about this person. If I get married, I will say going through this the second time. I'm with Laverne. Going through this the second time. If that's my money before. So to me, this is a different situation. So this is me hitting the lottery versus money that I've earned up until this point. So if I hit the lottery then and I'm about to get married, then to me I'm like, okay, you know what? Hey, maybe a fourth of this money that I won, we'll write in the agreement that this money is yours.
But 24 hours later, like
you're talking prenup. Now you gotta have legal documents drawn up, and y'all are getting married in 12 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. The next day.
So yes. So
you signed it.
So your lawyer's on speed dial.
Huh?
Your lawyer's on speed dial.
He will be. He got 300 million.
He will be.
He got 300 million.
But I'm not. I wouldn't leave potentially her out.
Now, how do you deal with her reaction to that? Because you're saying
that you're gonna say I'm giving you 70, but I'll give you 25%. You're gonna be like,
but this is 25% that she came into it not even knowing that she was going to.
Right. This is already.
Okay.
No. Right. Right. So you're already justifying it.
Right.
You're already justifying the fact that you were asking her to sign a legal document, basically saying I'm keeping 75% for me.
How is that a lose?
Because she knows that you have 300 million.
But
and that you're like,
and you're saying she's only worth a quarter of it.
She didn't have.
But you're saying she's only worth a quarter of it.
I'm not saying that's what
yeah,
she
you are.
No, you are. Because you said that she has a quarter of it.
No, I'm saying.
So why does she have a whole of it? Why does she not have all of it?
To me, it's different.
Why can't she not touch all 300 million? What do you have going on in life? What do you have going on in life that you need?
So first, hold on.
Right.
First of all, I'm going into a marriage with her, knowing that, or feeling as though that we're going to be in this forever, right? So
she might roll with 25% too.
She'll get 25%. So going into this, I'm going into the mindset that, you know what, this money that I won is ours.
Okay.
Oh, but only a quarter of it is hers.
No.
That's what it sounds like.
Wholly, this is ours.
But if we were to not work out, you'd be like, here's 25%.
I'm like, here's
25%. So if you got
that's crazy, and you're postponing your wedding to make that happen. I'm just.
You're like, in the event we don't make it.
And you're saying tomorrow we're not getting married. It's Saturday at 6 because I have to have these papers drawn up.
Hold up. There's that. There's hold up. There's that. Hold up. Look. There's that.
Hold on.
I didn't even touch on the.
Hold up. There's that, and then there's also the potential of like if we don't make it before your wedding day. That sounds crazy.
What do you mean?
Like it's like you're stopping like your wedding being tomorrow.
Yes.
To say if we don't make it.
I'm not stopping my wedding day.
No, listen. That's what a prenup says. A prenup is basically saying I am drawing up statements if we don't make it, which so you're already going into your marriage saying there's a chance it's not going to work.
Just because you have a prenup doesn't say you're going into your marriage with that.
I'm going to pause. So this is kind of where
it is a covering
but this is where it splits, right? You have so now we're going down into the territory of, and we haven't answered the first question, right? But we're going into the territory of prenup versus no prenup. My answer around that is we're like the next day, 24 hours. I'm trying to answer fast because I've been going back and forth.
Guests are in town.
You flew your parents out.
I would be yes. We are getting getting married the next day.
Okay.
On my terms. But it's no. When in my thought, we're getting married because any lawyer that I find, he and I are going to talk about it, and I'm like, but we must have an agreement that is drawn up because, and our guests don't have to. The only way that our guests are going to know something is if he makes a big deal of it or if it leaks. But I'm going to be like, yo, me and my fiance are going to sit down and talk about this in front of a lawyer and get some papers drawn up, and we are going to make sure that we have something.
That you're splitting it 50-50?
I would honestly, I'm honestly going to say 50-50. Because we're going into this 24 hours prior, 48 hours prior, I did not have $300 million.
But it was your dollar that won it.
It was your $1.
It was my $1. But
he gave you that $1.
But I'm going to say that when it comes down to it, we're now going into a marriage of 50-50. Like that is what this is a partnership. And if it doesn't work, I want you to go your happy way, and I'm gonna go my happy way, and we're both good. by. Like it's like the agreement irons everything out. But I've always been an advocate of a prenup. I've been an advocate of prenups. I understand why people do it, especially if they're coming into the marriage with just a lot of things that happened prior to that relationship. I don't think that relationship begins and ends, or whatever it is you bring to the table, it begins and ends in that point. I believe that if you're coming into the table and you're already a millionaire, you're folding somebody into your relationship. I personally believe that it's like you worked really hard before that person. Now, it's not saying that you guys can't come up with an agreement that other person still benefits from your hard work if that's what you want. But it's all about an agreement. Because to your point, claws come out, people turn real crazy, and next thing you know, you don't know, like, next thing you know, this person you're out of a home.
So let me ratchet this up a bit.
So that's all I'm saying. But we haven't answered the initial question. Has everybody answered it?
So look, I don't know.
I legit want to ratchet this up.
Let me answer, because I went and I answered the prenup question. I didn't answer the 300 million question. If I want 300 million,
it's 50-50 for me.
25-75
for him.
We're gonna have to talk.
That was my negotiating starting point.
Okay.
Just so you know. So for later, when you ask me for like this million.
Go ahead, you.
For me, I think I'm still rocking with it. I mean, I haven't been married, so maybe I'm going with it from a.
You're still going with it with no prenup.
I'm gonna go into it, but I'm like,
for it, ideally.
Ideally,
you're going into it with no prenup.
Yeah,
I haven't been married before. I don't know what that looks like.
Cool. That's cool.
So
okay, so you've never.
look. Do I want to cover my ass? Yes, I do. But then at the same time, like, knowing me, like, I wouldn't even entertain, like, yeah, you're cool, and I understand y'all.
So
are
you've
like,
never jumped out of a plane with no parachute, but you're gonna go ahead and do it anyway because you've never
I'm
experienced
gonna jump out with a.
Good job. Okay.
This is a hard-headed one though.
Okay, but
I'm gonna ratchet this up next up.
All right, let's look.
All right.
Wait, what's your answer?
I already said it.
She said,
okay. What percentage?
She said we're gonna talk.
No, we didn't talk.
We'll
we didn't talk
percentage. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk, or you're gonna.
Yeah,
we're gonna talk
talking.
50-50. Okay.
So I think with the lottery, it's a finite amount of money, right? So we could talk. You can do 25%, whatever. But what if you say instead of the lottery, you were on the edge, like we've been doing stuff or whatever. We're on the edge of like a huge deal that could be. It could exponentially continue to increase.
Now, see, that's
like
different.
Netflix calls you and is like, hey, we're really interested. We want to sign you.
We like to shop into for cocktail conversations. I heard you're about to get married. Congratulations. You're about to be making da-da-da-da.
We're not getting married.
Oh, no.
No shade.
No.
We're
That's
not.
when I join you.
We're not getting married the next day.
But
Absolutely
but look.
Netflix calls and you cancel your wedding.
Yes.
No. We're not canceling. We're not getting married the next day.
You're gonna push back?
Because I'm sorry, when you start incorporating other
You were just 50-50 minutes ago.
But because a lottery is cut and dry.
It is. It's like
incorporation, when you start adding in media and other contracts.
If I get drama and TV deals and sponsorships,
thank you.
That's my job at that point.
Y'all are killing me.
Up here.
Y'all are killing me.
No.
You're ideal in love and you're 50-50 and namaste, and now all of a sudden you want to be like,
yes.
Wait, what you do? Because I'm looking at it like when you.
I'm just saying and I don't know, maybe it could be me, but we were coming from the same angle regardless.
Right? No, Damon
regardless.
I want you to know, Damon was taking his 25% and making it 10 if that's what happened. He was going to 10%. He had it in mind.
10%.
No, you were going to 10% if Netflix gave you money. I know you were. You never said 10%. They were giving you $75,000.
Here's my thing.
You were giving her
to answer the question around the Netflix. A lottery, in my opinion, is cut and dry. It's 50-50. I mean, to me, that's like that.
Taxes
and that's it. But when you are dealing with a Netflix, a Hulu, HBO, when you're dealing with any other contracts that require deeper representation, I personally believe that you need to have a lawyer who's going to look and dive into and
but
make
that's
sure
your
that
boo thing that helped you, that was supporting you while you were doing it. You don't care?
I am like...
You were like...
Look,
okay.
Hey, look.
Let me be crystal clear on my...
Go ahead.
Anything that I brought into it before... To me, is mine.
So if you brought this, if you were single,
you're gonna be sacrificing your relationship. You know
if you brought cocktail conversations, right? Let's say she was not a part of that. If you brought cocktail conversations, it was like, babe, I'm doing this thing with my family. It's called cocktail conversations. We're drinking. We're having a round table. We're having discussions about a lot of different things. Come through. She's sitting on the couch. You're sitting on the couch. You're not here.
Yeah.
then they're like, babe, like literally the day before you get married, Netflix calls your line.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, we're going to give you $750,000 for your
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
You're not calling her and saying, like, yeah, nah.
Yeah. I'm going to be clear.
All right, you guys, man. I don't even know what to say because like we just got it all the way up to the top and now we got to end it. Please let us know what you think. Please let us know what you think about it because this is crazy. And Monroe,
you said Daddy wasn't gonna give me nothing. Daddy wasn't gonna give me nothing.
Yes, he said.
Daddy said Mommy can't have nothing.
Leave your comments down below. We will be down there with you because this conversation clearly is not done. And thank you guys so much for joining in. Please subscribe, share, and rock with us. Like, comment, do all the things.
Please let us know. Are you taking the money and running? That's really what I want to know.
Oh my
you see
God.
me, I was up and down, but by the time I got to the end,
Savage.
Please comment.
Yes, guys.
We want to know. We want to know.
I'm trying to get into it for real. I like getting into the commentary about what it looks like. Y'all, some of y'all that watch these episodes, I'm in your DMs, I'm in your messages, and we're debating, we're going at it. So let us know, hit us up. Until next time, thank you so much for joining this week's Cocktail Conversations.
My glass is empty.
Mine is too.
I'm almost there.
I have the baby.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.